Did you find it? I can see the uploading recordings happening, or it looks like it. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, I guess I'm live. So here it is, a little bit after 12, and I'm going to be doing it on my own today. So um, wish me well. All right. Um, Welcome, everybody, to the energy focus of the week for February 21st through the 27th. And we're looking at this week um, just to remember that this is a time of upheaval and it helps us to create a new way of being. And I'm sure everyone watching and stuff knows what we mean by that. Um, so I'm going to start with looking at our February luminary card, and that was Passionate Ascension. And it looks like this, if you remember. And the message from Passionate Ascension for us this week and has been I bring you dynamic propellant for the journey into new experiences. Enter my spiral of ignition, whirl with winds of change and release, awaken to force in motion as dimensions open to a new way of being. So, isn't this a great example today of what we are looking at? I mean, things may not work as they previously did, or they a new experience comes up and you think, wow, didn't expect that to happen. But how do we navigate those experiences? So, we talked about last week the spirals really helping us to be in that type of movement. Um, Today, I wanted to emphasize what is that force of motion that is being awakened as these new openings occur for us. What is this force of motion that draws us into this time of change? And I got thinking, well, it can be excitement over some things that are happening. It can be wondering. I have a friend that her one of her statements she loves to use a lot is, I wonder. Like, I wonder what this will mean for me, or I wonder what this can help me with, or I wonder what this is going to be like. And she said that helps her to take it out of the context of, oh no, oh dear, oh I'm afraid. And her thing is about, letting go of fear and embracing love. And that knowing that the energies are here to help us and support us, it allows us to move forward with hope. And so that fear can dissipate and we can replace it with wonder or even excitement. Sometimes it's like a happy surprise, and you think, oh my gosh, that worked out. That's cool. I mean, I've had that a few times this week, which is great. Um, and there's with these challenges that are coming up, it really helps us to remember that and to, you know, um, honor that for ourselves. So the green card uh, in January was all about strength in green. And as we were looking up and thinking about strength in green this week, what stood out for us this week was inclusivity. And in this part of the book, for those of you who have the color card book, you can see I've put all the colors in here so I know I can flip there quickly. But if for those of you that have it, it's in that strength part of the green. It says your desire is for everyone to feel included, for everyone's abilities to be valued. Your supportive nature allows others to feel that they can join in and try out new ideas. And this comes from that beautiful green um, color area of the heart. And you might remember it's the top of the ribs that go up to just below the throat and down the arms and out the hands. And that really means that with love, with trust, with willingness, we can avail ourselves of that beautiful color to shine through. And so keep in mind this week inclusivity and our supportive nature that comes forth. Now, what that did is when we do that, it it opens up the door to new ideas and being aware of as we go through these challenges that are new ideas are going to come. And for me, that's when we think of something happening that is what we might perceive as a challenge, we might say, "Oh, wonder what's going on here." Well, what new idea can I bring to it? What new idea can I see in it? And I'd love to read this part to you. It's really great. Green indicates that you can relish new ideas. You like to expand them creatively as you experience them. You enjoy sharing them with others and hearing their response. This includes taking old ideas and seeing them in a new way. And I really think that's the focus here for this that we can really work with this week, is seeing them in a new way. All right. And now we're going to go into this week and take a look at the green. This time we had the green come up again, which is really interesting. And this was a lesson in green. And here's the lesson in green. It says heal and grow. And the question that we found was posed to us: does being vulnerable feel like self-destruction? What does it feel like to you? Is it hard? Is it, does it feel like, oh dear, I might be, in trouble, or that sort of feeling? And this challenge that we have in green is, let's see, where we feel vulnerable. And when you see, green is the kind of the intermediary between our earthly self and our spiritual self. And it brings to us that it's where it all kind of comes together. And it is balancing it's the conduit is the word I was looking for, the conduit between both worlds. And so when we're out of sorts in green, it can really come up as um, in many decisive ways. Vulnerability is one of them. Okay, so often if we get to that place of feeling vulnerable, some of the things that we do is kind of close down our heart, or we close, or we go into feeling very, very sad or guilty, things like that. And what that all shows us is that we're living in a sense of fear. Have you closed yourself off to others? Are you afraid of anything new or different? I know for myself, some of the stuff that's come up lately has challenged me. Oh yes, this is new and different. How do I feel about that? And you know, I to bring green and its complement red in is really helpful at that time. Doing the protocols for that, even just thinking about bringing that green close to your heart and just affirming that you're safe, and that it feel when we're in fear, it feels like we're cut off from the stream of energy that's kind of in our heart, and you can feel alone. You can feel like I'm the only one here dealing with this. And a lot of times that refers to our child part. And maybe we had a letdown. Maybe we had things that came up for us where we felt very alone and not supported. And so, we can go into that child part and just tell them, I'm an adult now. I can handle this. We're doing okay. And you can relax and know that you're loved and you're never, never alone. There's people that love you. There's I love you. And it's not like it's not a part of us still. That child self is very alive and well in us. And when it feels free and open, then it really is able to uh, enjoy life and relax and trust in the future, trust in whatever comes, that you'll be okay. And so we're encouraging you today to really look at that part of yourself. If you're feeling, um, I'm edgy or not quite yourself these days, and part of it can be where that fear comes up. I'm going to read you just a little bit more from this section. It says it so well. Does being vulnerable feel like self-destruction? If so, you've cut off the flow of energy from your heart. Your stem may be planted in the earth, but it will never be strong or support a flower until the flow is restored. Below the surface, there's a part of you that feels unprotected and alone. Only you can reclaim this part of yourself and bring it into your wholeness. Let it experience the love you have for it in your heart. Let it know there's a capable part of you that can take charge. Call on the help that is available for you. You're not alone. So working with the colors and working with your capable parent self, you can talk to that part of yourself that feels afraid and let it know it's not alone. Okay, and now let's look at the luminary for this week. Beautiful luminary. It is the luminary called, hold on, I'm getting it in the book here. Attunement. Aren't those beautiful colors? Beautiful colors. I love the magenta, the blues and yellows, and all the connections. It really does speak of attuning. It almost looks like, to me, like radio waves going out, or that kind of thing. This is a vibration of the numbers 3, 6, and 144. And it says, step into the matrix of transmutation. Now, transmutation is where things really shift and change. With gratitude for both the harmony and disharmony of life, allow what is finished to dissolve. Embrace, then embrace what is. Celebrate the realignment and reconfiguration of your core. That's big stuff. That's very powerful. And it's also because of this magenta in here, there's so much compassion, greens, so much love, white, connection to source. And blue, the expression, turquoise. There's so much in this that says it's time to transmute those things that no longer serve you, that need to dissolve. And there's when you can keep this card out this week, you can look at it and affirm, I am dissolving those things that no longer serve me. And you can even, Arlene says at times you can even put it on the floor and stand on it and just pretend like you're bringing it up through your body and just feel that surge of energy that says, yes, I'm ready to release it. I'm ready to let go. And this is going to be so helpful for us this week. It says that we're shifting octaves, tuning into a new song. I love that about using sound. With heart now freed to expand, join the chorus that radiates compassion and understanding. Ride the wave of change with ease. I'm a force field of divine love, which is trine with infinity, is inserted finitely in us, is absorbed humanly in us, and transforms things cellularly. Wow. That's amazing. So in this week, you can ask yourself, how do I come into gratitude for both the harmony and disharmony of my life? You may have noticed that even in the disharmony part, that can spur us on for change. And again, we can use that like we have been given for this month. Use it to spiral into new ideas and new possibilities, right? Yeah. I hear Arlene going, yes, in the background. Oh, okay. The last thing I want to say about that one is it says that the universe, the compassion that's available in the universe surrounds us as we go through this process. Just surrounds us. Hi.
Can you hear me?
Now we can. Yes.
I'm on my phone.
Oh, great. Great.
I don't
Well,
know what's wrong, but we're in our new apartment, so there may be something I'll have to figure out here.
oh, great. Great. Well, we were just talking about attunement and compassion that surrounds us from the universe to help us dissolve those things that we are ready to let go of and to embrace compassion and change with ease. A force field of divine love. That's this.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
surrounds us. Yay.
So I was really focused on applying attunement to your life. Did you do that part yet?
Yeah. Go ahead and share what you had.
Well, for me, it's like we've all been releasing old patterns and we're still doing that as they come up.
Mm.
But what we are doing now is moving into the next stage, which is to step into the matrix of attunement. And as it spins us into higher vibrations, it rearranges our energy. And there is now more room to receive the universal compassion, which is what you were talking about. So
Mm.
I really find that that's true. As we release other things, then there's more room for what it is that is truly who we are.
Yeah, that's good to point out. Absolutely. I love that. It makes more room.
Yes, we need that room.
Yes, for sure. For sure. Well, I think we're ready to do our personal readings. Well,
All
unless
right.
you have announcements. Do you have an announcement or two?
Um, just that we're working on the information for next month. And
Mm.
I have kind of an idea of something that I want to try. So those of you who are in the newsletter or on the Vortal will be getting this. And it'll be a different way for us to look at the energy. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah.
And and other than that, we're pretty much on hold with other things other than the Vortal. That we'll have a meeting in the second Sunday on the Vortal, and it will be a spin-off from what is happening in March. So I hope everyone will come and really see what's going on and give their input, because that's really what it's about. Yeah, attunement.
I'm trying to clear my screen. We learned last time if I put a card close to it and pull it
Yeah,
back,
that's true. That's true.
that it will clear
Okay.
up for me.
All right. So I am ready to help you with the readings.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, our Will is with us. He was first on today. So
He's what?
he was first on today. So
Oh,
Will is
okay.
your
So
first.
he's it. So which one am I doing?
Which one do you feel like you want to do?
I'll do the color card.
Okay.
Well, I got strength in brown.
Ooh.
And I find that the strength in brown is pretty important right now because it's so grounding. And it also is such a loving energy. It really brings in the love from Mother Earth, and it really allows us to really appreciate nature around us, which I know, Will, that you already do. And this one is specifically here now for you because, let me see. Um, what I'm getting is that some project you're working on needs to be grounded with brown. So see what
Interesting.
happens with that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Okay, I got illumination for him. Vibration of the number 12. And it says light magnifies light, which impacts the entire universe. So let your light shine. And individual illumination grows through gratitude for the love found in the light and remembering that we were birthed from that. Others observe this bright essence. That's what I'm feeling is this light. It's asking you to shine your light. And this is the green is so it's earth, but it's also nature and your heart and love and all those things that green is. And I see lime green in the middle by the light. I'm seeing the compassion of the reds, the magentas on the outside. I really feel it has to do with shining your light. And and I'm also getting that this light wants to magnify into a place that is um, your your deepest connection to source, where that you really tap into that as you ground your projects and as you move forward in this new week, that will be really helpful to you. Do you have anything with that, Arlene?
I just always see his bright light. It's
Mm-hmm.
very healing to everybody around. So, yeah, the more he can shine that light, the better it is for all of us.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Is Ofa left next?
Yes.
Okay, I've got a card for Ofa. This
Okay.
one is Wings, Ofa. And Wings is really about anything. It's kind of like what I'm seeing is that it's like being in a hot balloon. That if you have something that's holding you down, then you can't move into the stratosphere with your hot balloon. So this is saying that let go of anything that keeps you from using your wings and being the highest frequency that you can.
Great.
Do you get anything for that?
Yeah, I got the with wings too. That it's like it's time to flutter and fly around and see how it feels in this new space that you're moving into.
And it occurs to me that sometimes what holds us down, I mean, we need to be grounded, but holds us back from being at higher frequency is that we kind of listen to other people instead of our inside world. So I'm just wondering, Ofa, if that might be part of what's going on for you. Um, it's hard if it happens on the job because there are people that are higher up than you are. But maybe you can double check and see if you've taken on something that isn't really you. And if you release that, you can come back to who you are.
Hmm. Hmm. And Ofa, I got the strength in green, integrated, growing, and loving. And this is saying you've got your heart invested in this. You do know that, and that is a strength of yours, is that green, loving, growing, being able to grow kind of person, and being willing to. So it's saying green has come to say, I'm here to help you out and move you through and listen to that place inside, and we'll get your wings moving here.
I also want to remind you, Ofa, that this green is we both have the strength and the lesson. So you want to really read about that in the color card book. Yeah, and all the different parts of that because oftentimes we're working on both. We have a lot of the strength, and yet there are things that we're still working on that are lessons for us.
Right, we have that. We all have that, don't we, right now?
We do,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Sue is next.
Okay, well, I was picked one for Sandra, so let me pick one for Sue. Okay, Sue, I have the lesson in magenta. So magenta is really
Mm,
up for us right now. And the lesson often has to do with, um, well, it says releasing the burdens of the world, but that's a big part of it. But it's also um, the compassion sometimes we can override our own needs because of the compassion that we have someplace else. And I would just ask you, is there someone that you have a lot of compassion for, maybe who's ill or a, they've had a family member die or something like that? And it's really good to be there with your compassion, but what you want to do is make sure that that's not depleting you. And one of the things you can do is you can just imagine the magenta is around that person. Magenta will do for you what you would like to do if you were right there with that person. And they will begin to feel this a sense of love. Oh, I'm seeing a deer out my window.
Mhm.
Okay. So I think that Sue, is part of what's going on for you is there maybe you're feeling the burden of what's happening in the world, and you're maybe feeling the compassion for someone that is having a hard time, and that's good. But allow Magenta to help you with that so you don't carry it on you.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. And I picked Dawning for you. Dawning. Beautiful
Magenta
color.
there too. Feels like magenta, or maybe it's a red.
It's more of a red orange, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Um, and it says, a new day dawns, fresh and clear, unfolding from within and without. New growth bursts forth from a radiant crystalline core, birthing a world of new possibilities. And it really asks you to join with others to clear the fog of, where are we? What are we doing? Kind of thing, to fully embrace your evolvement. So, yeah, it's the number 11, which is a master number, which is lovely. A lot of power in this. Beautiful card. It says, live fully, every moment counts.
Boy, isn't that right? Whew.
So, you're being urged to stay in the moment and know that you are totally supported in that. Beautiful.
All right, who's up next?
Sandra.
All right, let me see what luminary is for Sandra. That wasn't the one. Mhm. Hmm. Well, I think, Sandra, it's this one. So this is called Mosaic, and it has a lot to do with how we are um, taking in what's around us. How are we looking at other people? And let me go here and I'll see what the numbers are for this one too. Whoops. Oh, it's number 10. So that's really meaning that it's closing one time and then we'll be moving into a new time. But it really talks about how it says you are a unique tile in the universal mosaic of being. Claim your special beauty, even as you allow others to do the same. So it's reminding you and all of us that everybody has their special gifts. And many times there are people that we may disagree with, but they still have their gifts. And so we want to keep that in mind so that we're not going into a place of judgment. And it's at the other part of here at the other end is uh, I bring together, this is what Mosaic says, I bring together all of the variations of form. Each is stunning in its own way. Each is a part of the web of life. Each came from the heart of the one. Together, uniqueness creates design that fashions an expression of pattern and beauty. Rejecting even one piece spoils the design. Embracing all completes the circuits for vibrant connections beyond space and time. And that's about owning up to your own special beauty. And then it's also seeing the special beauty in others. And in this time, when there's a sense of something that seems off, um, it's real easy to get into judgment. And let's not use that energy. Let's use our energy to see what are the beauty in the people around us. And in even a situation that feels really awful can turn into something really special.
Yes.
I'm here. We're heading down to Robin's memorial service, and it's very small because just some close friends and family. But um, what I'm reminded of is that we all have the special beauty, and sometimes people found her difficult to be with. I never did, but she had such she's just amazing person. She has so many abilities and that kind of thing. So for me, it was finding her special beauty and not going into the side of that would say this is something that's wrong with you. She's laughing right now.
I'm sure. I'm
she's
sure.
she's pretty close now, right now, until after that we have this little ceremony. Anyway, I just remember this off and on when there might be something that uh, ticks me off, and then I go, okay, what's that about? What's happening inside of here? So
Mhm.
that's I think one of the things that Mosaic is talking about.
Mm. Yeah, I think we can all use some of that beautiful mosaic energy to do that, to check inside, if we're being overly judgmental or judgmental about something that happens. And, in our card where it says being uh, open to the harmony and disharmony, it's like when
Yes.
when things come up, it's like, whoa, okay, here's disharmony. What do I do with that?
Yeah.
Because I don't know about most people, but I'm programmed to I like harmony and I would like that all the time. But you know, life isn't like that. And years ago, a gal was doing my astrology chart, and she said, "You have this kind of thing going on where it's like back and forth." And she said, "Don't ever get rid of that." She said, "That's your area of growth and growing and maturing." And she said, "You don't want to ever lose those things." And it
Yeah.
made me think of harmony and disharmony
Yeah.
because there's learning in it all and there's beauty in it all somehow. Um, I'm sometimes we have to look, a little more, but
Yes. A little bit deeper.
yeah. So Sandra, here's your card. A lesson in gold. Um, what you're learning now will soon become your strength. And just notice on the other side of it, when you have learned them and integrated that, you're willing to change, you're spiritually strong, and you celebrate life. So this also indicates that
Yeah.
change. The lesson is here to remind you you are moving through and you are moving at this beautiful gold, um, which is more the active energy, and it's complemented as the uh, receptive energy. So you're learning about putting it out there more and um, allowing that to be okay, allowing
Yeah.
that to be safe. Do you have
Yeah.
anything that you want to add?
No, just that I think that gold and silver are such important frequencies right now, and gold gives you that sense of things are more solid, so you can kind of count on it. And silver is more about, yeah, but there's more to it. So it keeps
Yeah,
us on our toes, like you said.
yeah, yes, for sure. All right, and Jeannie S is here. Hi,
Okay,
Jeannie. Good to see you.
I'll
Good to
do a
see you.
color card for her. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I have her luminary here
Okay.
coming up.
So I got the strength in yellow. So
Ah,
Jeannie, this is a hallelujah moment. It's and that's because yellow has to do with who we feel we are and how we present to the world, and we all have been working on that. because you can begin to doubt yourself in these times that we're in. So I'm really excited to see this for you. It says mentally clear, empowered, and fresh. Wow, that is powerful. Empowered. Woo. Okay.
And that's the energy that's with you this week. Yes.
Yes.
All right. And what a combo. You're going to have a wonderful time with this.
Oh my gosh.
Crystalline. Numbers
Oh,
4, 8, and 16. Oh,
wow.
wow. Crystalline is an amazing and powerful card. And it says it's carriers of the brilliant light of home from the place of crystalline octaves, offer to sprinkle your dreams with their wisdom and soften the land with their love. Call on them. They come to help inspire, transform, and reform this world through the vibrations of light. So
And
it's
that one does have magenta in it. And it
absolutely.
is a very loving energy and a very
Mm,
high frequency, and it
mm.
gives you a chance to feel the love here and the love that's in the universe.
And it's all about bringing, it wants to help you bring your brilliance into
Ooh,
this world in your home, work, relationships, and quiet time. That's for yourself. It says, I'm only a thought away. I would get this card out and look
yes,
at it every day.
yes, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's it for
All
our reading
right, all
today.
right. So, okay, let me just see here. So I think I will go ahead and end this for us. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And I finally got on.
Okay.
Thank you, Leslie, for carrying on.
Yes, yes,
All
yes.
right. We will see you next week. And just remember that what's going on is the upheaval, but that doesn't mean that it needs to go in a direction that takes everything down. It just means that we have to see where it is that we can build things up. And every day it's us spreading our light, and it's us living it from our heart, living from our inside world, and then acting according to that. Some of you may have actions that you need to take. Other people say, no, I need to go into meditation.
Mm,
Whatever it is that you need to do to be a part of making this the best possible place for all humans anywhere on this earth. And so it is. And so it
mhm,
shall
mhm.
be. It
Yeah.
is done.
Mhm, mhm.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks. We'll see you next week.
Mhm.